Okay, let's go.
Welcome back to Purple Lipstick on a Pigskin podcast. I'm Shelly, your quarterback. Kiss whoever you're with today. We need some positive vibes after the loss to the Bears last week.
Touchdown! No!
We are fueled by faith, hope, and love here, not just for Vikings football, but for life. Today, we're going to bring some love your way, and I don't mean Jordan love. I mean, that's coming on Sunday, so we'll talk a little bit about the Packers. But I'm going to take you down again to a tailgate before the Bears game. A couple of ladies that tell you that football is a lot more than just the game. So look forward to that, and we're going to get mossed.
You know what the words are. You got more.
I'm going to show you the highlights of one of the greatest Packer games I've ever seen at Lambeau with the GOAT of wide receivers, Randy Moss, his rookie season. You're not going to want to miss those highlights because hopefully we have another Jets who can get up and catch with one hand. We know that. We've seen it. So hang on for some great highlights of getting mossed. Now, talking a little bit about the Bears game. Do we have to? I'm just going to make a couple of points that I guess feel like making out of my boy, was I frustrated during that game. Here's the biggest. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on J.J. McCarthy. Because, I mean, you can Google it, J.J. McCarthy, and you could talk to NFL analysts and have a whole bunch of feedback, and it's all over social media and Facebook. And
really, there was a lot of missed throws. Like this play, for example, you see it's zone coverage, Jefferson running a route toward the outside on 3rd and 3. McCarthy's going to take the snap, and right at this moment, I mean, you can see there's a bit of separation for sure. And you know, I also feel like I should mention, you've already seen Jefferson cut. So this isn't a communication issue. This is simply just, watch as this throw it's just off. I mean, there's no other way to put it. McCarthy throws it too far towards the outside. If you make an accurate throw, you have a conversion on 3rd down. Instead, you don't. And these are plays that you can't win with. And this was one mistake. There were plenty of these in this game.
Half are saying, get rid of the kid. He's going to be a Christian Ponder. He doesn't have a future. We need to make a change. And the other half are saying, hey, he's still basically growing. Okay, this is what his 5th, 6th start. Yes, he's had a year and a half to develop. Yes, KOC is supposed to be the quarterback whisperer. You would think that maybe he'd be a lot further along than he is now. Yes, he's sailing balls. Wide open receivers. Yes, he needs a touch on the ball. His mechanics, I guess, are not all that great. But he's also had some great flashes, too. And I was always one to draft a young quarterback. The Vikings had to do it. I believe in the kid. Give him a chance. But I also believe in Max Brosmer as a backup. And if he gets out there at Lambeau, J.J. McCarthy, and starts flopping up ducks and doing the same as he did against the Bears, then it's just time to pull him and put in Max. But long term, we need to stick with J.J. All right, Miles Price. We got to talk about Miles Price, our kick and our punt returner. Way to go, Miles. Way to bring us back. That punt return put us right back into the game. 2 runs later, with big holes, actually. And Mason runs for a touchdown 2 plays later. Put us back in the game. Thank you, Miles, and special teams. But then we'll also talk about the end of the game and special teams. Sometimes I think with JJ, he thinks too much. Because if you look at like his first game against Chicago, and he came back in the 4th quarter, he had to, it's quick, go. Same thing against the Bears this past week. Fourth quarter. That last drive was beautiful. It really was. This is a nice job. Now, I think he threw the ball late again to Addison for that touchdown. Made it a little more challenging, but we got it. And I couldn't even believe the way that we played, and we went ahead. I was jazzed. I couldn't believe it. And then disaster. Only the Vikings. Really?
What happened on that last kickoff return there?
Yeah, we just end up just losing our. It really boils down to this: we live in a world where attention spans are very, very short, are shortening. There's a belief of wanting this instant gratification, and everyone wants to be the guy to make the play. And as a result of that, we're making plays. The crowd is into it. And every single, the 10 guys covering it basically thinking like, I'm going to be the guy.
Kick it out of the end zone, KOC. Don't put it in their hands. What were you doing? I don't get it. It's a special teams. Really? This is the biggest play of the game at that moment at the end, under 1 minute. Make Caleb Williams earn it. He's got to go down the field. He only has 50 seconds. Yeah, 3 timeouts. But our defense was getting it. They were in rhythm. They were after him. Look at, they ran the ball 3 times after that long kick return. Didn't get anything. I mean, Santos still had to make a longer field goal than he probably would have wanted to. That was a heartbreaker. That was a heartbreaker. Well, it's the border battle. I mean, it's always a border battle, I think, when you play within your division teams. But always the Green Bay is like the big border battle. And I was just listening to K-Fan and the guys kind of comparing, all the different stats and defense to coaches to all that. And actually, most of them were coming up that the Vikes were going to win the border battle. SKOL. I hope that comes true. Jordan Love, up and down. I mean, too, they haven't had, they still have a winning record, but they haven't been that impressive, I don't think. And they've lost to some teams that they definitely should have beat, like us. And then, I don't know, is Josh Jacobs going to play? They say he's pretty banged up. If he doesn't play, that's huge. And that's a whole different game plan on their part. And our defense, Grenard will be back. He makes a big difference. It's like having Van Ginkel back. So Jordan Love better be on the move. Okay? And their wide receivers, okay. It's their defense. Yeah, getting after JJ. I'm sure everybody will be picking the pack at home at Lambeau, and with our losing record and a quarterback that's just not on right now. But they did the same when we went to Detroit. Detroit was favored by 9.5, and we beat them. Not to get into and breaking down a lot of stats and all of that, I want to get you into the love of football from a couple of SKOL Sistas down at the tailgate. And then you're going to get mossed.
All right, a couple more beautiful SKOL Sisters I found down here at the tailgate before the big game today. Can you give me a SKOL? SKOL! Woo! All right. So, what makes you a SKOL Sister?
I would have to say, besides the fun purple, yellow, and the amazingness, is really the people. Like, our sisters, we love them. We're family. It's a family. You get out, you get together every week with the same interest, the same joy for one team. Doesn't matter, fan of fans.
Yeah. Because on my podcast, I always talk about how we're fueled by faith, hope, and love. And football, to me, is a lot more than just going to the game, And I see that with both of you. So do you have a favorite player?
All-time favorite player, I have to give it up to Dante Culpepper.
Sweet. And can I ask why?
Actually, I moved to Mankato way back in the day. We don't have to say the exact years. And he ended up playing quarterback for us. I even got to meet him when we were waiting in line when I was turning 21. He was awesome. The whole players were, but I loved him. And then obviously he was a great quarterback, so that was fun too.
It's too bad he got injured. I think that hurt along the way. And what about yourself, SKOL Sistas?
I gotta stay the same generation and say Moss. Moss is my man.
Yeah. That's one I agree with. I think he's the GOAT of wide receivers.
Yeah, that's the one I remember my mom and my Nana just hooting and hollering for that man. So
yeah, I love it. Well, you SKOL Sisters, I'm just gonna let us see what's going on here. Love it. Love it. Look at it. Woo! So, are you going to the game today?
we are. We'll be front row.
Oh, wow. And then you have a score prediction for me?
I think it might be a close game, but I'm saying we're going to win. How about 31-27?
You know what? A lot of people are picking 31 for the Vikes.
I don't know. I think it'd be close. I think yes, it's going to be a very close 31-27-ish game.
Isn't it amazing how we have so many close games that come down to the end, and we just, but we stay loyal and we stay passionate, and
that's the best part.
And we're still undefeated in the NFC North, so let's keep it that way today.
And if we beat them today, we beat them twice, so that's big. All right, one more SKOL.
SKOL!
Down from the 48-yard line. Randall going deep again, adjusting his Moss, and then Randy Moss squeezes his way.
He just throws it up, and these guys catch the football. This is like a circus out here with these guys.
Randy Moss is the best young receiver that I have seen, maybe ever. This is Randall Cunningham, and he's going for 7 more, and it is Moss getting position, touchdown. He's unstoppable. Simultaneous possession goes to the offense. This is Randy. You have arrived. Down from the 48-yard line. Randall going deep again, adjusting his Moss, and then Randy Moss squeezes his way.
Now, how can you not love and get energized about what you just saw with that man? We got to see him play. Blessed, so blessed to watch that guy, the GOAT of all wide receivers. Down at Lambeau this Sunday, we're gonna moss their cornerbacks. Let's go. I want to announce a big event I got coming up. I'm just totally jazzed. The November 30th game against Seattle. So a week from the border battle, November 30th at 3 o'clock. Yes, playing Sam Darnold. Many of you think we should have kept Sam Darnold? Now it's going to be the young JJ against who you think we should have kept. And by the way, Sam Darnold had 4 interceptions last week. Just saying. All right. Yeah, it's going to be at the Cherry Pit Bar and Grill in St. Paul. And we're going to have so much fun, SKOL Sistas. We're going to unite all of you together. You could bring your SKOL dudes or SKOL dudes. You come on down and meet some fun SKOL Sistas. Thanks to Nicole for hosting us. We're obviously going to be doing some live podcast interviews. It's going to be mimosas flowing. It's going to be a Vikings jersey giveaway. We're going to have all kinds of special stuff going on. Special good fun, energizing the Viking crew. Plus, bring a perishable food donation as we support the community here during this holiday giving time. Okay, so psyched up, put it on your calendar, November 30th, Cherry Pit Bar and Grill in St. Paul. Now, let's put on the real helmet. SKOL Sisters 2025. SKOL Sisters 2025. Are we still thinking Super Bowl home girls? Let's go.
Okay, let's go.